Hi YouTube friends, welcome to this video. Today we're going to be talking about the top 5 soul music albums that I want to share with the people that are following the channel. My name is Alejandro, by the way, and we're going to start right away with an album called Modern Sounds of Country and Western Music by the great Ray Charles. And this will sound a little bit unusual for some people, like, what, Ray Charles? Modern sounds in country and western music? But yes, absolutely, this is Ray Charles. It has big band arrangements, it has string arrangements. The big band arrangements are made by Gerald Wilson, who is a great arranger. And this is Ray Charles at his finest. A lot of these songs have made him to a lot of greatest hits, Ray Charles' greatest hits collection. So these are great songs by Hank Williams, Eddie Arnold, some of the country hits like Hey Good Looking, but they're done in the only way that Ray Charles knows how to do a song, soulful and bluesy, and this is soul music at its finest. Ray Charles, Modern Sounds in Country and Western. Okay, music. And this album was so good that they came out with a volume 2. So I have this. This is still my first pick. It's a 1962 collection, but this is volume 2. Same with Gerald Wilson doing some of the big band arrangements and Ray Charles at his finest. They don't call him the genius for no reason. Okay, so again, I want to just say that these albums are ones that I love, and there's more than 5 albums that are fantastic, of course, of soul music, but I'm only sharing 5. And this next one is one of the best. This is no argument that this is one of the best albums ever for soul music. Aretha Franklin's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You. Released on Atlantic Records in 1967, has the song Respect. Also has the song Dr. Feelgood, Do Right Woman, Do Right Man, A Change Is Gonna Come. This is an excellent collection of songs. The Swampers from Muscle Shoals were involved in recording this album, although I'm gonna do a video of them because this album even doesn't list the credits of who played. So I'm gonna do a video on this album. But this is excellent. Aretha was very big when this album came. She became the legitimate queen of soul. Let me share a few things about Aretha in this album. It says they got some notes here. The signature Aretha sound became here, and the songs were iconic. Like I mentioned, Jerry Wexler was the producing, Muscle Shoals rhythm section. These Aretha also helped, he was embraced by the feminist movement and the civil rights movement in the 60s. And also these songs had crossover appeal. Okay, so crossover into other genres. It's the Queen of Soul, what can you say? Aretha Franklin. Okay, my next album it's an album that to me, when I found it, I couldn't be happier. It's by a group called the Drifters, and it's the Drifters Golden Hits. So the Drifters had many incarnations through the years. I think they're probably still performing somewhere, the grandkids of the originals or something. But Benny King was one of the Drifters. Benny King made "Stand By Me" famous. He was a drifter. A lot of artists have been drifters through the year. That's what they're called, the Drifters. But this collection is fantastic. It has the songs on Broadway, Under the Boardwalk, This Magic Moment, Save the Last Dance for Me, Up on the Roof. All these songs are classic and have been covered by other artists. But this is a great collection. I think I got it used. I only paid $10, $9.99. Okay, so but I love the Drifters. I always loved those songs that I just mentioned and the way they sing. So this is a different sound, than the Aretha sound, which is more earthy, more soulful. But the Drifters are the way they very elegant in the way those arrangements are made, and they're just fantastic songs. What can you say? Okay, for the next. And that's a 1968. The Drifters is a 1968 collection of songs. Okay, for the next one, we're gonna jump a few decades into the future, but it's also a collection by one of my favorite soul singers, Wilson Pickett, Mr. Wilson Pickett, sometimes called the Wicked Pickett, and he has songs like "In the Midnight Hour," "A Land of a Thousand Dances," "Mustang Sally." You probably heard "A Lot of a Thousand Dances," na 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 na. And there was a few things that made Wilson Pickett. His style was very, very, he was influenced by gospel music, and so he had gospel roots. He also was known as he had the soulful screamer. He used to shout, "Lord have mercy," or "mercy" during his songs. He delivered his songs more like a preacher kind of style. And I have a few notes here that I'm going to refer to. It says his sound was pioneering. His early work in the Stax Studios, like "In the Midnight Hour," was instrumental in shifting the soul music scene to a funkier sound. Wilson Pickett was very funky in the sound. The way their arrangements were made, and he knew what he wanted, So let me see what other. It says there's a raw soul power in his music. Okay, so this collection highlights Pickett's powerful gospel influenced voice and passionate performance style, kind of what I mentioned, And it includes his early works with the Falcons and also his groundbreaking sessions with Stack. And he also recorded at Muscle Shoals, Alabama, Wilson Pickett. So he's one of my favorites. Again, what can I say? I can only share music that I love. And even though there's a lot more soul singers and bands, these Wilson, I can listen to him all day and not get tired of it. Okay. So that was a 1992 collection. A Man and a Half is called. Yeah, pull it out again. You can see him sweating here and with singing into a microphone, and here you see him with a suit singing here, well dressed. It's a 1992 collection. It's called A Man and a Half, and there is a song in there called A Man and a Half too. Okay, and for my last album, I gotta go with James Brown, of course. This is the 50th anniversary collection. I wanted to hear a song called "I Got Ants in My Pants and I Wanna Dance," and this song is in here. So in 2006, when this collection came out, YouTube wasn't really had every song ever recorded in there or nothing. So I had to buy this album to listen to that song that I heard before, but I just didn't have it. So I wanted to get it. And this is a great collection, 50 songs. It has 23 and 27. There's 2 CDs here. And you can see James Brown there with like a cape or something. And so James Brown is the ultimate, the godfather of soul, of course. Aretha was known as the queen of soul, but James Brown was known as the godfather of soul. And this has "I Feel Good," "Mother Popcorn," "Please, Please, Please." He has all of his hits, 50, okay? The only criticism, even though the sound is fantastic here, that I seen on this collection is that some of these songs are the radio edits. So they're not extended cuts. If you really like dancing to this music, I recommend getting his other greatest hits albums, which is less songs, so the songs are longer, because he tended to record longer songs. These songs are a little bit, shorter, the radio edits, but they're all in there and they're all great. They're just not like 8 minutes or nothing like that, because they needed to fit 50 songs. So it's a great value, for that double CD collection. You get 50 songs of The Godfather of Soul. Okay, so in a little review, we got the Ray Charles country records, volume 1 and 2, modern sounds in country and western. These are excellent. Ray Charles is like no other. Can't go wrong with that. Songs by Hank Williams and Eddie Arnold. We also have Aretha's I Never Loved a Man the Way I Love You, with the Swampers as the rhythm section. This album made her the Queen of Soul. We have the Drifters Golden Hits with On Broadway, Under the Boardwalk. Great collection of songs. Fantastic singers, the Drifters. And then we had the both collections of Wilson Pickett and Man and a Half, which is a funny title. The song Man and a Half is in here. And of course the James Brown Godfather of Soul 50th anniversary collection, 2006 collection, okay? I can only share things that I love, and I haven't listened to every soul album ever made, but these are 5 that you can't really argue with in terms of being some of soul music pioneers. Of course, there's more, but we're only doing 5 tonight. Have a good day. Have a good evening. Blessings to everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.